I never switch.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Right in. Heat and soul. Get him. You got it.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
I'm coming after you.
Now Foles. He'll have a first down past the 40. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
44's the mic. Check. Hey, check. Hey, easy. Hey, watch it. What?
Foles. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Justin Houston has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack.
Mike 27. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. What we got? 25. Check 25.
Here's Foles. He's got the hook up to Lee. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Fournette running out of the gun. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Back to throw here. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 9, check 9.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
12. Hey, Charlie. Check. Watch 54.
Love. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
third down. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Switch it. Go with 5-3.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Sharks got it, left side.
Complete to DJ Shark. Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Fournette running right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Check 99.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Justin Houston in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
What we got? Tiger.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A reminder that coming up later tonight, a good one on Sunday Night Football. We'll see what could have been a playoff matchup a season ago. The Bears and the Rams from L.A. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football from down in Mexico. Mexico City, to be precise. The Chiefs and the Chargers going at it. From the 30 on second down, Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
11. That's 57. Hey, Echo. Army.
Throwing on third down. Love. And that will be incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here we go. Ready? No. Tap. Watch the twist. Mike, check. 59.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwan. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, second and long.
Check, crouch. 12.
Second and 15. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Mike, all day, baby, all day. Twist.
On second and 11 now. Foles. And this is caught at the 8. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Next to score, Jaguars 21, Colts nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 41, Luck. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Luck. And Eifert has it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Here's Luck. And this will be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Luck. Jeffrey with a catch left side. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Vinatieri started it left. It stays left. It's no good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg, maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Mike spot 9, Mike spot 9. Yeah. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Under. Say. Under.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining. in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. 29-yard line.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double it.
A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
You can't block me.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Let's go, Mexico.
They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. He's got the first down inside the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Eifert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Second and 10. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 12, Foles. And he completes it to Westbrook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Muscling free near the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
I know he ain't got it. Check three, check three, check three.
Girl.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Watch the run.
Yeah, go, let's go.
Tackle.
They'll set up a throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, I haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't like a target that size. I mean, that's a big, tall receiver, and somehow he missed him anyway.
Yeah, tempting to just put it out there for him to go get it, but dangerous throw and not on target.
Yeah, sometimes even a receiver with that type of catch radius can't haul them in if they're not accurate.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Foles. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll return it from the 6. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. From the gun, here's Luck. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check out. 11.
Luck on 1st down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Andrew Luck, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago when he was comeback player of the year, and he needs another one right now if he wants a Colts victory. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sione Takitaki in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
50 seconds to mine.
5.
Here's Luck. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive. You figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Luck. He goes right back the way of Hilton. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Luck. And Beasley with it over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair.
He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Cole Beasley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Terry connecting on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Set! 180!
It's going to be a long day.
They begin with a run by Fournette. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Fournette. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Here we go. 380!
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Down to hit!
On the run, Darkwan. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
24 is the mic.
Alpha!
Check. 24 is the mic. There's a party now. 24 is the mic.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Hey, Cadence.
Watch twist.
Foles. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Foles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Locke. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go!
Now a 1st down throw, Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Locke. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. T.Y. Hilton once again, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Folks, I go. 40. Clock.
Now a play fake, and it's Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Check right.
Here we go on 4th. Locke. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Keep going right at him.
Hey, let's go. Tommy.
Here we go, G.
Under.
Rush in. Rush.
Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And some strong running. A second broken tackle. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
65.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll push the lead up to 17. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Check out! Right, 40!
54, watch 54.
Hey, check.
Hey, watch that. Check, right.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Jacksonville, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.